I uninvited my cousin, brother, uncle, and dad to my wedding over a prank. My family has this thing they call tradition, but honestly, it's just an excuse to be jerks. They think pranks are hilarious, and if you can't take them, you're weak. I never bought into it, but I learned to shut up and deal with it growing up. When I got engaged to my girlfriend Ashley last year, I knew they'd try something. My cousin Jake started making these weird comments about how they needed to test if Ashley was really family material. My brother Ryan kept asking if she could handle a real man's family. Even my dad was dropping hints about some special surprise they had planned. I told them multiple times that my wedding was off limits. No pranks, no tests, nothing. This was supposed to be the most important day of my life and Ashley's, but they just laughed and said I was being dramatic. 2 weeks before the wedding, Ashley was having her bachelorette party. I was home playing video games when I got a call from her best friend screaming into the phone. Ashley was at the hospital. Apparently my cousin, brother, uncle, and dad had shown up at the restaurant where the girls were having dinner. They told the server they were Ashley's brothers and had a special dessert surprise for her. The server brought out this cake, and when Ashley cut into it, hundreds of cockroaches came pouring out. Ashley has a severe phobia of bugs, like can't even look at a picture of a spider without having a panic attack. She passed out, hit her head on the table, and got a concussion. 3 of her bridesmaids threw up everywhere. The whole restaurant had to shut down because cockroaches were running all over the place. When I got to the hospital, Ashley was crying and shaking. She kept asking me why my family hated her so much. The doctor said she'd be fine physically, but recommended she see someone for the trauma because she was having panic attacks every few minutes. I was so angry I could barely see straight. I drove to my dad's house where all 4 of them were hanging out, probably laughing about their genius prank. When I walked in, my cousin Jake was literally wiping tears from laughing so hard. My uncle was showing a video on his phone of Ashley falling backwards. My brother was making jokes about how they should have used spiders instead. And my dad was defending the whole thing, saying it was just harmless fun and Ashley needed to toughen up if she wanted to be part of our family. I lost it. I started screaming at them about how they could have seriously hurt her, how they traumatized her for no reason, how they ruined her bachelorette party that she'd been planning for months. They just kept brushing me off, saying I was overreacting and that it was just a joke. That's when I pulled out my phone and started making calls. I called my uncle first and told him he was uninvited to my wedding, then my cousin, then my brother. My dad tried to grab the phone from me, so I saved him for last and told him he was banned too. They all started backtracking immediately. Suddenly, it wasn't that funny anymore. My dad tried to pull the "I'm your father" card. My brother said he'd make it up to Ashley somehow. My uncle offered to pay for her medical bills. My cousin just kept saying it was Jake's idea like he was 5 years old, but I was done. I told them they had crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. Ashley didn't deserve what they did to her, and I wasn't going to let them think this behavior was acceptable by giving them a pass. The wedding happened 3 weeks later. My mom walked me down the aisle instead of my dad. Ashley's family filled up their empty seats. It was actually perfect without them there causing drama or planning some other stupid prank.